accused of taking advantage of Dallas car crash victims to pad the pockets of local attorneys. Tonight, an I-team investigation looks at who's behind an alleged ambulance chasing scheme.
Investigative reporter Brian New joining us tonight, and I know you've come to learn that these attorneys had help from a fairly surprising source.
Yeah, Doug, that's what's being alleged in this lawsuit. A veteran employee in the Dallas Police Department's record division has been put on administrative leave. Now, the city won't say why, but the timing of a DPD internal investigation coincides with this civil lawsuit, accusing that same worker of funneling names of crash victims to lawyers.
It happens every day.
Motor vehicle accident, engine 49.
In fact, across Dallas-Fort Worth, crashes happen more than 300 times a day. And at every scene, names, addresses, driver's licenses, and insurance information are all taken down by a police officer.
Abdominal pain.
By law, this information is not supposed to be given to attorneys before they are hired by a crash victim. The reason? To protect traumatized victims from fraud. But according to this lawsuit, a Dallas police clerk is accused of providing personal crash information to fuel an alleged illegal operation. Here's how, according to the suit, the scheme works. Meet Margarita Monjaras. She's been with the Dallas Police Department for 25 years. She has access to thousands of crash reports. When we went to talk to her,
Can we talk to you just for a moment?
she declined. In March, Monjaras was placed on administrative leave. In the lawsuit, she's accused of funneling information about 2 crash victims from a 2017 wreck to this man.
Please state your full legal name.
Robert Gilhouse.
Robert Gilhouse then takes that information and shows up uninvited at the victim's front door. The lawsuit claims he posed as an accident investigator and persuaded 2 victims to sign up with attorney Lauren Green.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that
The Green law firm didn't waste time. With medical waivers in hand, according to the suit, Green's office set up chiropractic appointments and contacted Farmers Insurance, ready to discuss settlement. This all happens within 11 days of the crash. State law bars attorneys from even soliciting potential clients within 31 days of a crash. Doing so is known as ambulance chasing, a felony that can mean up to 10 years in prison. The defendants in the case have all filed denials, but declined the I-team's requests for interviews.
You paid him as a 1099 employee, correct?
In a video deposition, Green testified Gilhouse was a non-employee,
So,
paid to do marketing.
who's responsible for supervising him?
He was independent.
Objection non-responsive.
No one.
Gilhouse, meanwhile, maintains he was only trying to help.
Every morning when I get up, I usually just pray, I read my Bible, and I ask God to give me an opportunity to help somebody.
Gilhouse also testified that he doesn't know Monjaras or anyone in the DPD records office. The information about the crash victims, he said, came from an anonymous caller.
So you never called the lady back?
Not without a number.
But Gilhouse's phone records show otherwise. According to evidence in the case, in the weeks around the wreck, Gilhouse exchanged texts and calls with a phone number tied to Monjaras 68 times.
Do you understand that soliciting personal injury clients face-to-face without them calling the lawyer is a crime?
Object is to form. No, I was not aware of it.
Tom Karst is the attorney behind the lawsuit against Green, Gilhouse, and Monjaras.
How prevalent is this?
Very. Goes on every day.
Every day?
Every day. Every day that there's an accident, there's a little bit of a lag time before the runners get the information and start knocking on doors.
In recent years, Karst has worked on dozens of these cases. He says the best way to stop ambulance chasers is to sue them.
A number of these lawyers couldn't find the courthouse in a phone book. They handle these claims in mass, and they're just settlement lawyers. They really don't have the client's best interest at heart.
Meanwhile, how or if Monjaras was compensated for her alleged role is still under investigation.
Now, while anyone who has been in a wreck can become a victim of ambulance chasing, Karst says he often sees non-English speakers being targeted.
Well, this begs the question, what can people do to protect themselves?
Yeah, well, knowing the law is the most important thing. In recent years, Texas has taken steps to crack down on ambulance chasing. New rules have made it easier for car crash victims who were illegally solicited to sue their attorney and recover a $10,000 penalty fee along with other damages. Doug Cayley, we have links to the new rules and laws on our website at cbsdfw.com.